And I'm going to insert some footage right now and show you why I went there and then immediately turned around. And then I came to this little pull-off. And so I'm gonna walk around here for a minute, but then there are a bunch of what seem like really tiny parks. And so I want the rest of this video to be like me checking out a bunch of those little parks. Sorry, I scared you. That park also smelled like cigarette smoke. Okay, I just passed it. No, that was just a parking lot. But yeah, so this was a mini fail. Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, I want to be outside and I want to find a new park. And so, okay. This video was going to be a let's go to Flat Island Preserve Park and let's go walk around. And I'm going to insert some footage right now and show you why I went there and then immediately turned around. I don't really know if I have enough footage to prove to you like why I turned around, but you'll kind of get an idea. So Flat Island Preserve is a park that I've been wanting to go to for months because it's kind of near Pear Park, which I did a video on a few months ago. And so I passed signs for Flat Island Preserve and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to go there and check it out. And I read some reviews that said it's like a little like isolated or like has some snakes and stuff like that. So like I wasn't like, oh my goodness, so excited to go, but I still wanted to check it out for myself. When parks are super secluded and stuff like that, I don't really like to go alone. I'd rather go with, you know, like my dad or friends or a group of people or whatever. But I still just wanted to go check it out to see what it was for myself because maybe only parts were secluded or maybe only parts of it had snakes or whatever. And so today I just went, like literally just went like 15 minutes ago. And this is where I'll insert the footage because it was beautiful. Beautiful. Driving into that park, Flat Island Preserve, and I don't know what town it's in, but regardless, middle of Florida somewhere. Driving into that park was gorgeous. It's a dirt road, which my car did handle very well, even though she's a little tiny little Toyota Yaris. She did great on the dirt road, but it had those like canopy trees. I don't know what the trees are called, but like it made a canopy over the road. And so it's a beautiful drive. It was so pretty. That was maybe like a mile or so, maybe a half mile to a mile of that drive from the road to the park. But then right when I got to the park, I realized that it's like all secluded hikes in the woods. And again, I don't think I took a video of that, but once I got there, it was just a parking lot with a bunch of trees around it and like some entrances for like trailheads basically. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to hike in the woods by myself. If my dad was here, I would. But by myself, I don't like to do that. And then I came to this little pull-off that is like a pull-off on the water, which is pretty common, like in the middle of Florida. I've seen a bunch of these, but I've never been to this one before. It's very pretty, just like a little pull-off right at the side of the road, like a vista, if you will. And it's right on some lake. And so I'm gonna walk around here for a minute, but then there are a bunch of what seem like really tiny parks right near here, just like a few miles away. And so I want the rest of this video to be like me checking out a bunch of those little parks to see which ones I might want to walk around, maybe which ones are good to have a picnic at or to read a book, or maybe some that have trails. I'm not sure. Like I've never been to these parks. So we're going to explore them together, check them out together and see if any of them are even real parks, you know, because some parks are called parks, but it's like land this big and like there's no parking lot, there is no benches, there's no trees, there's no trails, you know. So I just want to explore. We're going to explore these parks together. But for now, I'm going to show you outside. Look at how beautiful this is. And there is a boat dock over here. I'm trying not to spin the camera too fast. But there is a boat dock over there. And this is the view. So let's go walk on this thing. It's like breathtaking. And again, I'm just like in the middle of Florida. Let me see what lake this is. Let me see what town I'm in. So I don't know if you can see my phone, but I'm at Lake Harris. And let's see what town I'm in. I think I'm in Leesburg, Florida, which might be the town that Pear Park is in. I don't know if Pear Park is in a different town because it is like 5 minutes from here. But I also think that the Venetian Gardens that I've shown you a couple times, that's in Leesburg as well. What is this for? Like dance competitions, like conventions, picnics? Like what is this for? Or just to look? Like is it just to look at the water? Which it probably is. But I like to think it might be for dance competitions. Anyway, let's just sit here, look at the water for a minute, or stand here. I'm not going to sit down. Just stand here, look at the water for a minute. It is 67 and sunny. It feels more like 71 because the sun is really strong, but oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna walk back. It's very sunny. I'm gonna walk back to my car. And then, yeah, there are like 5 other parks just a few minutes from here. I need to, there we go, it's a little better. I'm gonna go check out a couple of those parks and you're gonna come with me. So I'll talk to you in a minute. Sorry, I scared you. I don't know if you guys saw that bird. He was just on the little like boardwalk thing, but he jumped down and I lost him. Bye birdie, love you. See you later. Thought I heard another bird. No, man, this is just so pretty. So pretty. And it's, yeah, right off the road. I don't know what road this is. Let me see. This is 27. And it's just right on Lake Harris. Again, like, I don't even know if it has a name. It's just really pretty. I like just even, you know, parking at places like this and just looking at the water for a minute. Okay, back to the car. Okay, so I'm where that little blue dot is. And then here's all the parks. Remember I said there's like a bunch of parks like right around here. So there's the Venetian Gardens. We've been there before. So we're not gonna go there in today's video, but I might try out Bon Air Park maybe. And then there's like a bunch of parks right here that I might go check out. Maybe I'll just go check out all 4 of these parks. Like this one doesn't even look like there's any green there. I'm just curious what it is. So maybe let's go check out like these 4 because they're all like right next to each other. I don't know where that 4th one went, but let's go check out those. Okay, so I just got to Bon Air Park. That was just a couple minutes north on the right-hand side. And this is all it is. I just pulled over to show you, but there's no parking lot, there's no entrance, there's no sign. I think it's just that little swamp lake, I think. See, this is why I want to check out the parks with you guys, to see like which are actual parks you can sit at or hike at and which aren't. Also, that truck needs new brakes. But anyway, this is Bon Air Park. All right, I just pulled over, but now I'm gonna get back on the road and go up to that little like cluster of parks and look at those. Okay, it looks like, oh, this is like an actual park. Okay, good. The last one, of course, maybe I missed the entrance and the signs and stuff, but I didn't see anything. But anyway, now we are at Berry Park. Okay, let's park and walk around for a minute. Okay, I might actually not walk around because there's so many people here and I don't want to like interrupt, but there is like an actual like kids playground park and then a bunch of like picnic benches and stuff. So this is like an actual park. Okay, here's the rest of that park. That park also smelled like cigarette smoke, so I did not want to walk around there. And there were just a bunch of people, but it's a real park. So that's cool. All right, so now we're driving up to Jesse Howland Park. It's just up the road. We're already almost there. So pretty, so pretty. This is the park that like, it didn't even look like there was anything there. Like on a map, it'll usually show green if there are trees, and I didn't even see any green, but we'll see. Okay, I just passed it, and again, there were a bunch of people, so I didn't film it. No, that was just a parking lot, so I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but that was a parking lot. But there were people, so I didn't want to like pull over because it was like a small parking lot, and there were people sitting outside. Like, I didn't see anything further, is what I'm saying. Like, I didn't see, like, there were trailheads or anything like that. It just looked like a parking lot next to a bunch of houses. So it almost just looked like a parking lot for those little houses or something. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know if that was a park or not. All right, let's find the next one. Okay, I'm at a stop sign. I don't know if you can see that sign right there, but apparently we're already at the next park, which is Karin Williams Park. Oh yeah, okay, there's a playground. But then it brings me to this at the end of the road. So you need to turn around. Okay, I just pulled over for a second. Wow, this lighting. I just pulled over for a second. So this park looks like a little playground, and I do see a picnic bench, but then there are people playing basketball. And again, sometimes of course I walk around and I film when there's people outside, but sometimes I don't feel comfortable doing that. Today is kind of one of those days where I'm like, if there's people around, I kind of don't want to film. But anyway, there are people playing basketball. This is like a little park, but there are benches, there's tables, there's swings and stuff like that. So this seems like a regular park. All right, so there's one other park 2 minutes away. I think we're about half and half right now, that half of these parks actually looked like what you think of when you think of a park. And then one was just a parking lot and one was just like a tiny little swamp lake thing. And again, maybe I missed the entrance and maybe there really was like a different park, you know, like behind the swamp or behind the parking lot or anything, but I didn't see it. So, all right, now we're gonna go to Leesburg City and we're gonna see if that's a park. It says it is, even though it's called Leesburg City, but let's go see. So, Leesburg City says it's right here. That's like a recreational office. And then to my right is a middle school, so I'm not gonna show that. Oh, maybe this is the park. Gardenia Trail, oh that's cool, okay. And then, yeah, like this is pretty, but I don't really think this is a park. Okay, so I literally didn't even get out of my car at any of the other parks because I just, again, there were either a bunch of people at them or they just didn't really seem like parks. And so there's nowhere really to walk around or anything at this park except for that trail it says. But again, it's really close to the middle school. And so I don't want to like film because, you know, safety reasons and whatever. But yeah, so this was a mini fail, because some of these parks were parks that people are hanging out at, but not really a park that I would want to go to hang out at, except for that first place that I showed you, like where I first started filming, that I don't even know if it had a name, and I don't even know if it's a park. It's more of like a boat ramp slash vista, but I really liked it there. Like I would go there and hang out, but everywhere else that I saw is probably just not where I would hang out personally, especially since one looked like just a parking lot. I did not see anything else around it, and one just looked like a little swamp lake pond. And again, the other two like were actual parks. I don't know if this one's really a park, but the other two were definitely parks. There were just a bunch of people there. And so I didn't want to like get out and film while there's a lot of other people around. If we're talking about all the parks that I've visited in Leesburg so far, Bug, no, stay outside, my window's open. But so far, all the parks I've visited in Leesburg, the Venetian Gardens are definitely my favorite. I think it's so pretty there. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed just hanging out with me, exploring a little bit. And again, this ended up being a little bit of a fail, but in reality, it was just more of an exploring video so that I learn. I like learning things, and how else are you gonna learn if you're not actively putting effort into it and doing new things and exploring new places, you know? And so I think that's gonna be it for this video. I hope that you're subscribed. A lot of my upcoming videos are going to be vacation related and some travel videos and stuff like that. But then I also do little day trip videos and exploring Florida videos and a lot of cooking videos as well. So I really do hope that you are subscribed. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.